Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Mundo's World. I know it's been a while since we've talked, but I just wanted to actually touch base with you guys because a decent amount's been going on. I have started getting onto Mundo's Garden, making some videos on there. I just really started because we're pretty much in growing preseason right now, getting everything ready. I'm actually going to start putting some seeds out there. I actually want to put some tomatoes in the ground potentially today. As far as the day is concerned, it is March 12th, 2021. Um, and I actually, the reason I wanted to talk to you guys today was because, excuse my mess in the background. We've done some rearranging, reorganizing, and my office is now my son's virtual learning space as well. My youngest son. Um, so little Junior has his desk behind me there. Um, so um, well, that took a bit to focus. Anywho, all right. So reason I wanted to talk to you guys today was so I've been doing a little bit of dieting. I'll let you guys know. So like I tried a diet a while back. I really wasn't motivated at the time. Like I felt like I wanted to, but I feel like there was a lot going on in my life to where it was a little more difficult. Um, and basically, um, it was tough to stick to at the time. And I decided not to continue then. Well, I didn't really decide not to continue. I kind of just fell off the rails and just kind of went AWOL. Went a little ham on ham and other foods. Anywho, I recently decided, and my wife actually, she talked to me. She was like, "Look, and she was like, I'm fine with it." She's like, "But I think your weight's starting to get a little out of control." And it was. I was on a steady incline. It was not super quick, but it was steady, and it was like I just kept going up and up and up. Um, I started noticing clothes was fitting different, and or not fitting, and so I also was like, yeah, eye opener. We gotta make some changes. So she reached out to a friend of hers that's involved in a certain multi-level marketing um, organization. I'm not here to really throw anybody a bone, but um, she reached out. The people came over. They actually weighed me because there was like a 21. So actually, let me rewind. They came over to weigh me and to kind of get on a little type of plan. So I did like a cleanse, 21-day cleanse, like a little detox kind of thing. Um, I don't know if it's like a helps with like colon cleanse or something. I don't know. But I did the cleanse. It helped to drop weight like a little more rapidly at the beginning. So I got weighed in and I saw I was 298.6 pounds. That's a pound, essentially a pound and a half away from 300. Okay, so at that moment, things got a little bit real for me. Things got a little scary. And I was like, whoa, I need to really make some changes now. So I decided, okay, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna follow through with it. So that same night, when they weighed me, they were like, so I don't know if you want in on this, but there's this 20-day challenge. It already started, and they were about 4 or 5 days into it, or I think 6 days into it. And they were like, it's already started, and it's pretty much $30 a person, and whoever loses the most. So that was kind of even more motivation for me. I'm like, okay, so I could essentially win some money on top of that, right? So I decided to join, and I started crushing it. Like, I mean, I was like, I had the shake 2 times a day, and I was eating like small snacks, and it's like every 3 hours, and so it's not super strict. Well, at the beginning it is, but I mean, it's not out of control strict. Like, it's still like something that you could still do. It's not like you're like, oh, starving or anything like that. So anyways, I did that. I won the challenge. Actually, I dropped. I believe it was like 18 pounds and some change within that 21 days. But really, I only did it for like, what is it, like 15 days. Um, so, anyways, I wanted to jump on and kind of, talk to anybody who's also, you know, has been going through these things. So I can tell you today I weighed myself, um, and I am down to 269.4 pounds, which, to be honest with you, it it feels great. I know, hey, I still got a lot to go, and I realize that, but it's not about how much I have to go. It's more about what I've been able to accomplish thus far, and I want that to kind of be one of the things that kind of resonates with this. I want to talk to those people who have had those issues, and you know, I think we get caught up in thinking about, oh man, so like for myself, I'd be like, man, I'm at 269, and I want to get to 170 or 175, which my goal, to be honest with you guys, is about 175. My wife says she wants me down to like 150. I think my frame's a little too big for that, but who knows? Maybe we'll see where it's at, and we'll go from there. Feel free to comment in the down below on what you think my weight should be. I'll let you guys know. I'm about 5'5.5". Don't take away my half. I'm 5'5.5", and male, 37 years old. So about to be 38 in May. So you let me know what you guys think. I should probably, what my goal should be. And but I really want to talk about, because that thought process is what a lot of the times, kind of holds us back and doesn't allow us to fully, go through with it, and we'll stop short because we're thinking, oh man, it just took me, 2 months to lose, X amount. For me, it's, what am I at? I'm almost 30 pounds, right? So, but I mean, I've been in it for about 2.5 months now. And I can tell you, here's the funny thing, right? So they did the next one, and so I was already weighed in with what my weight was when I won. And when the challenge finished, I went ahead and they immediately signed the winners up for the next challenge. So I'm like, oh crap, like I didn't want to sign up for it because I was going to go on vacation. So I went down to Florida for vacation, and whatever, I decided, okay, well, I mean, whatever, I'm in it. But I was already with this mentality, like, I'm not going to win it because I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to splurge a bit, and I'm going to enjoy while I'm on vacation, right? I'm not going to be all extra strict. I can't eat this, I can't eat that. I limited myself, and to be honest with you, with the lifestyle change, and we'll talk about that later, but the lifestyle change from the first 21 days really impacted from here on out. And I'll touch on that in a little bit, but I got back from Florida, and there was still, I think, about a week and a half left for this second challenge, and I had already thrown the towel. I was like, I'm, there's no way I'm winning this. So I got back. I was a little bit up. I was like, I think 3 pounds over what I was when I left, and within, I think, like 4 or 5 days, I was back down and actually lost. No, actually, within like the next 3 days, I think it was, on the third day, I dropped down below. I had lost an extra pound. So I was at least pointed in the right direction. So, but you know, I had already, so I wasn't very strict with myself. I wasn't doing a constant everyday workout. I was staying a little bit active, but I was giving more days breaks in between, right? Because I was like, it's fine. Like I can lose weight at a slightly lower rate. It's okay. Um, and I allowed myself little more luxuries as far as what I ate, although I still was being careful not to eat the late night you know, the late evening carbs, because I don't stay up late night as it is. Um, but anyways, so the day comes around, I go in to get weighed. I think I lost a total of like 8.6 pounds or something like that. Um, and when we do the video call to see who won, this one person lost 11 pounds. It was like 11.3 pounds. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I would have just gotten home from vacation and started at strict mode again, I definitely would have won. But, you know, that's on me, whatever. I can't go back. And, you know, God bless that person that did win. And you know, hopefully they could definitely use those funds, because I mean, hey, I think anybody could use those funds. But of course, you know, one in the competitive spirit, one wants to win. So anyways, what you guys can accomplish, trust me, you're more than capable. Okay, you're more than capable of being able to hit these marks. I'm just giving you my own experiences, and I bet most of you guys can even do better than what I've done. Now, I'll go over in another video on like tips of what I did to actually lose that kind of weight. But I did want to touch on changing your lifestyle, right? So I think that there's a reason why they do a 21-day cleanse, and they you know, there's limitations on eating, right? Because if you're cleansing, there's certain things you want to avoid so that you don't disrupt the cleansing process, right? So but it's 21 days, and I think I don't think that's a coincidence. I think there's a reason for it, because I used to listen to a lot of motivational speakers. Every now and again I still will. I highly recommend it. But one thing that stuck with me is that in order to form a habit, forming a habit takes 21 consecutive days of doing the same thing. That's how you form a habit, 21 days. So I was eating healthier, right? I was including more veggies. I was eating smaller meals and smaller snacks. Over 21 days I did this. What do you think happened after those 21 days? One, I got accustomed to eating more veggies on a daily basis. I'm not going to lie, I'll splurge on my proteins. But I'm essentially cutting out most carbs, if not all. If it's nighttime, I stay away from the carbs. If I can, I try to eat either a salad and maybe light on the protein, like, you know, not super a lot of proteins, but keep it low cal. Or I stick to a shake, a meal replacement shake, low calorie. Maybe I'll throw in some Greek yogurt just to kind of thicken it up a little bit and give it a little bit of a better taste. Because I don't use regular milk, like I don't put whole milk in it. Just today I bought, you know, 1% low fat milk, just because I mean, I tried a lot of those other alternatives, like the, you know, almond milk and the coconut milk and all that. It really doesn't, it's not a true alternative. It doesn't give you that taste. And you know, so I'm gonna splurge on the milk, but that means I got to cut back on fats in other places, right? So they're trade-offs, and it's about learning how to try to balance your everyday meals, right? So when you have your plate, you want to, like, what I do is, like, I'll immediately try to just go, like, half of my plate is gonna be of like veggies, whether it's salad. Today I did asparagus at lunch. I love doing broccoli. Broccoli's great, but asparagus is my favorite. You could do a little salad where you just got lettuce. So this is one thing that I do. I'll do lettuce, cucumbers, and tomatoes, and I'll just, you know, squeeze a couple of, you know, like one lime, I'll squeeze it and add a little bit of salt and pepper to it and just pour that over my salad. And that's my dressing. And that obviously we're trying to avoid, obviously, carbs there, sugars, and fats, right, in our dressings. But so it's those kind of little lifestyle changes that really can make an impact long term. And I think that that's what has made it easy for me to continue, right? But I do still have a mindset in I gotta watch what I eat, right? I can't let myself stray and just start, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and have a burger or a foot long sandwich at dinner time, right? It doesn't make sense because I know that my body can't burn those, and use those carbs as energy. I'm not going to do that to myself. So I ask guys, don't do it to yourselves, right? And, I'm no life coach, I'm no personal trainer, but a little bit of exercise goes a long way. But it's mostly about portioning, eating, frequent meals. Now, when I say frequent meals, I don't mean, you know, 5 large meals a day. No, I'm talking about eat a nice hearty breakfast, eat a snack about 3 hours later. About 3 hours later, you can eat a decent lunch. About 3 hours later, you eat another snack, and about 3 hours later, you have yourself a meal replacement shake, or you make yourself like a salad with like some chopped chicken on top, or with some fish, maybe a little chopped steak or something. I mean, you get to play with it the way that you want, right? I can tell you guys what my breakfast is almost on a daily basis, not daily, but at least 3 to 4 times a week. I have a 3 egg omelet. Now, what's in my omelet? There is a video of my omelet actually on my channel. Um, I do 3 eggs, and when I beat the eggs, I actually like to sprinkle in either cilantro or cilantro and jalapeno. Okay, that's what I like to do. Um, but then for the filling, in a separate pan, I'll do chopped mushrooms, red pepper, any sweet bell pepper, or you can do green pepper. It really doesn't matter. Um, I'll do onions, garlic. Sometimes I'll throw carrots in there. I'll throw spinach in there. Any of that stuff, and I'll use some like turkey breast, sliced turkey breast, and I'll chop some of that and throw it in at the end also, just to kind of get a little more of that flavor of the protein, right? So I try to limit, not really limiting the amount that I use of the turkey, but I'll typically use one portion, right? One portion size, one serving size, and split that for my wife and myself. But that's what I use, and I might use like, half a serving of low-fat cream cheese just to kind of bind it together a little bit and give it a little bit of that flavor. And I got 3 egg omelet that's nice and massive. It's not overly unhealthy. It's probably actually not unhealthy at all, because I'll just use just a little bit of cooking spray and that's it. And I typically use either olive oil or avocado oil. But that's pretty much the bulk of my cooking fats for one day. Actually, that's all of my cooking fats for one day, because typically later on, I'll just throw either a steak right on the pan. I don't need no oil. I don't need anything on it, on a griddle. I'll throw it on there. And the fats from the meat, I mean, that takes care of it. I don't really need to do anything else to that. Or, if I'm doing fish, I might use a light spray. Chicken, I typically don't end up needing. But, anyways, I'm going on and on. I appreciate you guys. Just, guys, know that you can do it. If you really have any questions for me, reach out. Leave, comments down below. But do smash that like button. subscribe to the channel, because I'm trying to put out more content for you guys. And in the next video, I'm actually going to be talking about what I did and some tips and tricks to losing weight and you know, making those changes, what I do on a daily basis, and all kinds of stuff like that. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for, you know, tuning in to Mundo's World. I thank you guys. God bless. I know you guys can do it, and you know, we'll see you next time to see what Mundo's up to next.